Hey everybody. I've decided that I'm going to try to do just some vlogs, maybe once a day or once a week, just for my own sanity. What I'd like to do is kind of plot out what I'm going to be doing daily, weekly, etc., and kind of keep track of it. This vlog is really going to be for me, for my own thought processes, for my own tracking my ability to follow through with my goals and designs, etc. I want to take, I want to cut it into basically a couple of chunks. One of them being continual reading, just vocabulary building in general. I do have a little bit of a hard time coming up with the right words to describe, like either how I'm feeling or just in the moment to describe my exact like position on something. I'll just use vague wording or um, just not as precise like declarations of my thought patterns. And so it really comes off like I don't know what I'm talking about, or that I don't I it just sounds like I don't know how to communicate my thought processes or my actual like position on a thing. So I will just kind of lose a word or lose a thought and just kind of dither off. So vocabulary building is one of the core concepts. Another one will be continual learning or education. That's going to be either through programming or through reading a specific concept or a specific see, there's my loss of words again. Either like a specific concept or programming or something with like computer virtualization, probably computers, to be honest, or the world of the third thing, which would be doing more philosophy, which is, that's what I got a minor in. That's one of my passions, along with math and computers. So, reading for my vocabulary, training, like projects like programming or just knowledge building in general, and then philosophy, which is still knowledge building, but it's a particular. So I have a document of just general weekly tasks. This is also for general, like clean up around the house, make sure that you're doing your chores. I built this a while ago. It's July 1st here while I'm recording, but yeah, I have technology, brain, and bodybuilding. So I'm trying to go to the gym. So yeah, Monday, take out trash, water plants. Every day is a water plants day. I have a couple of plants, just out of camera shot. I also moved some outside so that they get sunlight, so I don't have to use the little light thing that I have. Take out trash, water plants, dishes. I don't know if my mouse is visible on screen, but whatever. Yeah, take out trash, water plants, dishes, Monday. Read for 30 plus minutes. Every day I have a read for 30 plus minutes, but I don't know if that's exactly how I want to do it. I'm reading The Grapes of Wrath right now, but even 15 minutes a day is probably more than nothing. Gym, if I can help it, 3 days a week, but the person I'm going to the gym with likes to go on Mondays and Thursdays, and that's it. So I might either go Monday, Wednesday, do a light day on Thursday, and then Friday, or, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make Wednesday and Friday a little more, not as harsh on myself. It's really, all of these things are just to create patterns and routines so that I can, I turned 30 last year, and I'm trying to just get these routines solidified for my own benefit. It's going to be easier to learn these things now at 30 than it will be at 40. If you hear fireworks, or if you hear sounds, that's fireworks. It's, July 1st, people are starting to shoot off firecrackers and stuff. Monday used to be the drinking night to go out with friends and drink and have a little fun over at the local bar. However, I don't really do that as much anymore. I don't really find myself drinking very often, just in general. Tuesday, water plants, dishes. Oh yeah, every day is dishes. I want to build the habit of, before I go to bed, doing the dishes. Um, I have a very fond memory of basically every night before my dad went to sleep, watching him go over to the sink and do the dishes without fail every single night. And basically all the lights in the house would be off except for the little light um, above the sink, and he would just do the dishes. Um, yeah, working from the office, only Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I might move it up to all 5 days because I have a hard time keeping track of getting my work done while I'm at home, which is why I've shifted to 3 days a week going into the office. Tuesday, water plants, dishes, Python for 1 hour. There's been multiple times that I've started learning Python and then just kind of, you know, stopped. I feel like I've learned it and forgotten it at least 3 times, through like a Coursera course or something. If it's something where I want to start that again, I will stream that and put it up as well. Let's see. Coffee bar. That was a thought on. Oh, no, I'm still in Tuesday. Liz is somebody that I'm seeing. So basically, my after hours on Tuesdays might be completely filled. Wednesday, same things. Oh, I did put yoga on Tuesday. I was thinking about yoga. I don't really know if that's something I need to do. I do need to stretch more, just in general, stretching more. Um, Maybe if it's 15 minutes, yoga or some sort of meditation. I did start reading a book or a EPUB about meditation, which is kind of cool. I like it. Matt Christman of Chapo Trap House suggested it long ago in one of his Kush Bomb vlogs or whatever he calls them, before he had his aneurysm. Um, Wednesday, gym, coffee bar. Yeah, I was thinking about going to the coffee bar on Wednesdays, the local place. It's pretty chill there, and I might even do like studying or reading there if need be. Even just 15 minutes a day for these things is like just to get routines in. Personally, my parents don't leave the house whatsoever. I like talked with them about like, hey, I was like, oh, there's a new horror film because my dad likes horror films. So I was like, there's a new horror film in theaters. You two gonna go see it? My dad was like, we're not really people who go to like we're not people who go to theaters. Like we don't go to see movies. Like that's just not us. And I was like, it can be like that's completely up to you. If you don't want to be, if you you don't want to be social, that's fine. Um, but I do want to be more social. So maybe coffee bar on Wednesdays. Thursday, PowerShell, reading for 30 minutes, yoga again, maybe, working from the office. Friday, water plants, dishes, hacking for an hour. That is a part of my continual education. I've watched, numerous, or put on in the background, more likely, numerous, like security conference things, like, the Las Vegas hacking convention. I'm certainly suddenly forgetting the name of. See, that's another thing where like I need to use my vocabulary and like use my brain more because I'm just forgetting words for like the hacker conference in Las Vegas. Yeah, there goes my words again. Hacker conference every year happens in Las Vegas. It's a mixture of like presentations and then people probably doing stuff physically there. I wouldn't know. I've never been. It would be great to go eventually. My work might pay for it at this point, but I'd have to see with them. Although I have heard a good amount of my coworkers going to Las Vegas for like VMware conferences and Citrix stuff, so I can't give away my job just because it's the internet. You need to have OPSEC. Not telling you guys anything. Friday hacking, read for 30 minutes, go to the gym, social gaming, playing games on Steam with friends for a while, working from home on Friday, which means it's going to be a hard day to actually get work done, probably. Saturday, laundry day, grocery day, water plants, clean home, dishes, computer hardware for 1 hour. I put that, I don't really, yeah, computer hardware, like, I mean, I am thinking about replacing my tower at this point. I love it. It's done great. I call it the Tower of Babel, but I don't think I need that. I don't think I need to really be doing hardware stuff, other than if it's like nefarious hardware, like hacking stuff. Um, Read for 30 minutes, yoga, maybe take a walk on Saturdays. I used to take more walks. Um, not as much anymore. Social gaming, not working on Saturday. Sunday, meal prep. I'd love to get more meal prep done so that I can actually have, like, if I do it on Sunday and then I have a meal for the 3 days of the work that I'm in the office, that would be fantastic. Instead of having to go to the place down the street and spend, I mean, it's only like $12 or $13, the place that I'm going to a day, but it adds up. 3 a week, that's almost $40, and then think 40, 80, 160 a month. It adds up. Excuse me. Okay, Sunday meal prep. I would like to do that. Water plants, clean home, dishes, rust for 1 hour. I was thinking, like, if I'm going to dive back into a programming language, Rust might be the one that I should specialize in, not Python. Although, like, everybody uses Python for scripting, script kiddie stuff, and just general usage. But Rust might be solid. It would be interesting to take my like Java courses that I took. Build a calculator. Figure out how these operands work. Do these things, like understand how the stack works. I'd like to take that information that I did from my Java courses and turn that into learning Rust in the same way to figure out how to translate from Java to Rust. That would be interesting, but Rust is real particular. I mean, so is Java, but okay, yoga, maybe take a walk on Sunday. I mean, what I would like to do is just build up that 15 minutes a day of doing exercise, whether it be just walking or stretching, because I'm pretty not flexible. Extra social gaming, yeah, playing games with friends. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be doing it on most nights anyways, but I'd like to try to carve it out into specific days or times. I've been playing Destiny 2 a lot recently. If I want to get like more people interested in watching my stuff, I mean, it would be me streaming Minecraft. But last time I did that, I had the text to speech on, and somebody was just trying to be a pain. Obviously not working on Sunday. That's really it. I don't know if the audio is very good with this. I may have to cut out the like dead noise, so let me actually give it a second. So let me just do a little clap. Oh, and that cut it out. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's sitting at 40, I don't know if that's 40 decibels or what. I'll have to take out the hum and the hiss, and also that clap. And also this is 15 minutes, well, we're at like 13, 18. Almost 15 minutes of just a video. Once a week, awesome. Once a day, even better, but that feels like that's going to be a little difficult. I'm not very good at keeping a journal, and this is like more like a journal than anything. I'm going to put this up on like one of my 17 Gmail accounts, through that into YouTube. As another project that I'd like to work on is getting a PeerTube instance set up at home. For my own videos, and then also to pull some of my favorite stuff from YouTube down and onto PeerTube in case something happens. I'll probably start with the Rick Roderick lessons that are on YouTube through some Texas university, or it's through his kid. Rick Roderick is the guy. A West Texas philosopher who's got a great accent, but also does a pretty good job of getting some philosophical ideas out there. I mean, he's a professor. He better be good at it. He's teaching students. So I'm going to probably upload this video, unless the audio is really bad. I mean, I might still do it anyways, just to get it out, for me to be able to get it done. And then those Rick Roderick videos. I think it's a set of 2 courses split into YouTube videos, so every lecture is a YouTube video, and then it's like a lecture series. So I think there's 2 of them. I think one is it's shoot, I don't remember the exact name, but they're both very very awesome. So check them out if you can. Otherwise, I'm going to spend some time maybe editing this and maybe cutting those videos to make them smaller file size, because I'm not very handy at that in the slightest in terms of just taking videos or audio or whatever and, like, you know, compressing it so that it still looks fine, but it's a lot smaller of a file to share out. But I'm going to do that. I've got a file server at home, so I'm thinking of putting that stuff here and having a PeerTube instance. You know, one of the projects, actually, great segue. There's a couple of projects that I'd like to start on. So where is that one? Yeah. So I found this little old lady, Andrea Borman, on YouTube, and she, completely different reasons. I don't know how old she is, maybe in her 70s or 80s, but I saw that she was doing a video on FFmpeg on Linux, and I was like, what is going on here? And if you look back, she's a British woman who's like anti-government now because of COVID, but she's also just anti-surveillance, which, you know, I am too, but for different reasons than she is. And so she put out a lot of her older videos are about COVID and the vaccine, and she's conspiratorial, but she's also shifted from Windows to Linux, which is really interesting. So one of the projects that I'd like to do is the same sort of things like she's doing, which is just having videos of like how to do this, how to do that. For me, I would like it to be a little more technical than hers. Like, she's using FFmpeg on here for video exporting or importing, but she's using a GUI for it, graphical user interface. And yeah, it says FFmpeg comes with Linux, terminal-based application, and video converter, where there's an easy way to convert sound and video files to other formats. I'll show you with Mystic, M-Y-S-T-I-Q. You can also use, and then she also cites a couple of other ones. What I would like to do is to have, like, you know, tech support thing. My job currently is no longer tech support. It's a little more tier 3 related, but I would still like to put stuff out, especially for getting people into Linux, whether they be conspiratorial or they just have a thought that they want to use something not through Windows or not Mac. And I'm all for it for any reason, for somebody to use something open source instead. So project would be you know, tech support sort of videos of like how to do this, how to do that. Another thing would be just documenting how people move around in Linux in general. Another one of my things is showing people open source alternatives to what they use. In my other window, if you noticed, this isn't Word, this is LibreOffice Office Writer. I have Word, but, you know, I don't do a lot in Word, nothing like super technical, like I'm not using like any hooks or anything that Word uses to you know, pull from a database or anything. I'm not using any sort of scripting to pull information, so my day-to-day use, I don't need anything extra. You know, your usage may be different, but yeah, any open source alternative would be awesome. Honestly, what I'd love to do as a project is to start hammering away at some of these closed source programs and using Rust or whatever to make an open source version of them. Obviously, you don't really get money from that. If this was something where I actually had a couple applications ported to something more open source and I didn't get sued or anything like that, and it didn't get immediately shut down, I would love to continue the process and just hammer away at stuff, and maybe start some sort of monetization through, you know, just public funding. But that's way down the line. I'm just going to start with reading the yeah, there goes my words again. Reading the thesaurus, so I can have more more good words to a better vocabulary to be able to describe what I'm trying to do, programming in Rust or Python or back to Java if need be, just sharpening my brain. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. There's a couple of other projects that I want to do too. I've listed on a, not whiteboard, a cork board over there. A couple of Raspberry Pi products, a couple of hacking related things that I'd like to get done. Maybe for good. You can see the chalkboard, or not chalkboard, the cork board, but it's gonna be a while until I'm able to show that. And it's also a mess. My home is just a mess, which is why I have a clean home every Saturday and Sunday listed. Okay, that's it. I wanted to do at least 15 minutes of just thoughts, and we are at 20. So that's it. Probably check in a week. I don't know what day of the week I'd like to do this. Probably a Saturday or Sunday, but I don't know yet. As long as I can drill this in. Oh, another project that I'm working on. Super. I'm gonna have to cut this stuff around maybe. Maybe video editing should also be a part of my things I should do. Better camera. Use a different microphone. But one of the other projects is I'm learning Arabic because when I was learning Spanish in high school, my thought was like, this seems to be like activating a part of my brain that I don't usually use. Like, I felt like I was thinking more, I guess, learning another language. So I have a book on Arabic. I have Duolingo that everybody uses for languages. So I'm slowly learning Arabic. I think I've got all the letters. I don't know. They didn't really like say like, "Hey, congrats," but it feels like I have all the letters. Some of the, not honorifics, but some of the stuff about it is really interesting. The writing of the language is right to left, and it's very cursive looking. It's very flourishy. Very cool, to be honest. But yeah, that's it. Plenty of projects. I'll put this video up as soon as I can. Even if the audio is bad, I'm just going to put it out there to just put it out there. Anyways, that's it. Thanks. Bye.